After living alongside others on the road for the past month, it was time to get away and enjoy a quiet evening on my own. This time alone is something that I find myself needing more and more often as the seasons change and life slows down. And so when the feeling comes up, I'm trying to lean into it as opposed to forcing myself to stay with the larger group. And so far, that's felt really nice. This night was honestly so peaceful. Smoke from late summer fires has settled into the valley, creating a haunting but beautiful glow in the early evening. Usually when I'm in this area, I tend to stick to the mountains, which is nice in its own right, but oftentimes means that I miss golden hour and sunset, as the sun dips below the mountains in the early afternoons. Now, before we get into the rest of our evening, I just want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, Bluetti. I've been using their AC180 and PV200 power system now for almost 3 months, I think, which is wild because it really has flown by. And that's mainly because I have yet to have a single problem with their products. If you guys have been here from the beginning, you know that way back during my build, I was using their B80 and AC60 system, which helped me power my build in times of need this past winter. With power outages and floods raging across California, it was hard sometimes to have a reliable source of power. And so knowing that no matter what the day brought, I would still be able to get work done and get back on the road faster was such a nice peace of mind to have. And that hasn't changed since I've gotten back on the road. The Bluetti AC180 is an 1800-watt portable power station that is especially known for its fast charging capabilities and 10-year lithium-ion battery lifespan. Using your station off-grid, with a max solar input of 500 watts, you can expect to charge your Bluetti in under 3.5 hours on a sunny day. But personally, my favorite method of charging is from my truck's 12-volt cigarette lighter, so that I arrive at camp at the end of the day ready to go. Now, not only is the AC180 easy and fast to charge, but it also comes with 10 ports to charge all of my devices. So whether I'm just plugging in a laptop to get some work done or using the air fryer to cook myself dinner, or I'm getting ready to go on a hike and need to charge multiple cameras, laptops, SOS devices, and even my phone at the same time, I can. In addition to their high input and output capacities, all Bluettis also come with a 3500 life cycle guarantee, which means that for someone who's using it daily like myself, recharging it maybe 2 or 3 times a week could last well over 10 years, if not longer. So whether you're looking to go off-grid for the weekend, full-time like myself, or maybe you're building something cool in the woods like my cousin who is in the process of building his cabin in the Oregon forest, I cannot recommend Bluetti systems enough. So if you're interested in learning more about the Bluetti power systems, head to the link in my description down below to get $25 off your next purchase using my code. And let's get back to our evening routine. So I know a big bowl of veggies probably doesn't seem like much, but I'm so proud of this meal because basically half of it I either preserved or grew in the camper itself. This jar of sprouts has now been going for 4 days. Wow, that sun is so intense. This is day 5 now, so it's ready to eat, and I just took probably about a quarter of it to make a really big salad base. And I also had, see if I can get some, I have some pickled jalapeno here, and then this pink is pickled red onion. And while I'm no expert at growing things, it is something that I've wanted to do for a long time in the rig. Not only to be a little more sustainable and hopefully reduce my food waste, because I can use the rest of these veggies to make things like stock this fall, but I also hope that it's going to be a cool way for me to last a little bit longer off grid, not having to go into town as much, which is ultimately really the goal here, is to be more self-sustaining. Pickling and preserving things is a great way to do that because it allows me to keep fresh food on hand for longer without having to worry about things going bad. So let's try it. The jalapenos are definitely still spicy, so those could use maybe to sit a couple more days, or maybe some more maple syrup. This is my first time doing this, so I'm not sharing the recipe yet because I want to perfect it before I share it, so that way you guys don't have to deal with that. But I'd say for a first time, this is pretty dang good. And this week, we are planning to go somewhere new and take you along with us.
This place was the relaxing getaway our bodies needed.
Good to be back in the woods. It's so quiet. In all honesty, I'm not someone who's ever really followed a set routine at night. Especially since getting back on the road, every night looks different and is dictated by my location, the weather, and the people that I'm around at any given time. So nights like this, when I'm alone and the world goes quiet, are sacred. And as time goes on and fall begins to melt into colder winter months, I can't help but look forward to more nights like these.